Hey everyone, welcome to another Mod Minute. I'm 98 Dime, and today I'm going to go over the HG Plus Resource Pulling mod. It's a very simple mod based off of the S Plus pulling features, just without all the bloat. So basically, the way this works is you have your basic layout, which is your different buttons here on each side for each inventory that you're in. So let's say I go into this work table here. I've got the pull features for my inventory over here on the left. You've also got them for the inventory here on the right. Now, the way this works is, let's say I wanted to create 2 of these. If I select this and enter 2, and then hit this button right here, it's going to pull the resources to create 2 of those. Now, if I want to pull a specific resource into there, let's say I want to bring cementing paste into here. You open up your inventory, you select one of the items that is in that inventory. You select this button right here for this side of the screen. You select which item you want to pull. In this case, I've got a whole bunch of Ecatina paste. We have 2 snails in our Dino Storage version 2 terminal over here. So I want to pull all those into this bowl here, which, by the way, this bowl is part of a separate mod that I'm going to be doing later on, called RP Visual Storage. And as you can see, I no longer have any Ecatina paste in here. Now, the next thing that I want to talk to you about is the repair feature. So let's say, you know what? I don't think I have anything that needs to be repaired, to be honest. Let's have a look here. Aha! My hatchet. So let's say I want to repair this. We take it, we transfer it into the workbench here. I select it. We select this icon right here. That's going to pull all the resources in order to repair this item. So once we do that, we just right click on it and then hit repair, and it will repair that item for you. Now, the next thing is you can pull whatever item you want into what inventory you want using this button. You can even do it in your own personal inventory. So let's do it for our personal inventory for now. Let's say I need some thatch. So we open up this window here by clicking this icon right here. And then we type thatch. And then we can see we got 6,115 thatch in there. Let's say I want to pull 100. You can enter a quantity, or you can tell it to pull all. I'm not going to do that right now because that would just be a mess. So we're just going to pull 100 here. And you can see it shows up in my inventory. So now another thing that we can do is this mod adds 2 tools. It adds the HG Transfer Gun and the HG Transfer Tool. The HG Transfer Gun, what it does, let's see here. Let's go to Structures, Wood, Storage. We'll get one of these. We'll go ahead and craft one of these up just for demonstration purposes. We'll place that here in the middle of the room. What do we have in here? We have some spark powder. So let's say I want to take the spark powder out of... Why is it being a pain in the butt? Here we go. Let's say I want to take the spark powder out of the mortar and pestle here. I right click. And you can see up there it says source set. And then I come over here and click or left click, and then it transfers all of that spark powder from the mortar and pestle into the box. And I can do the same thing by right clicking this and putting it back in the mortar and pestle if I so choose. In this case, I've got a that's gunpowder. I've got a spark powder barrel over here. So I'm just going to right click and plop it all in there. And you can see it showed up in there. Now, the transfer tool is very similar, except that you can specify what you want to transfer, where you want to transfer it. This is very useful for doing things like smelting metal. So say you've got, like what I've got set up here, 3 forges. And you want to distribute an equal number of metal into each one of them. And do the same thing with wood. I'm just kind of clearing these forges out real quick. There. You can see that there's nothing in any of these forges. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up my transfer tool. I'm going to click. And you can see you've got sources on this side, items to transfer in the middle, and destinations on the right-hand side. Now, my sources are going to be the metal ore bin. That's another one of the structures from the Visual RP mod. And then down here, I'm going to do the woodshed. Same mod, another one of those structures. So let's say I want to transfer metal. If I can learn how to type. Come on, fat fingers. Metal. There you go. And we also want to transfer wood or spark powder or what have you. Now, what I'm going to look for is under destination, I'm going to look for the refining forge. Now, you can see it only listed it once, but I have 3. That's because any source with the same name, it's going to include under that one listing. So, let's say I want to transfer 200 metal and 200 wood into each one of those forges. Now, you can do this one of 2 ways. You can come over here to max number and type in 600. That's a total of 600 per resource, and that's going to divvy it up evenly amongst what you've chosen. Or you can leave that blank and then come over here under max number on the destination side and do 200. And what that's going to do is for every single inventory that has that name, it's going to put exactly 200 of each of those resources into that inventory. So if we click transfer here, you'll see 600 metal items were transferred, 600 wood items were transferred, a total of 1,200 transferred. So we'll close that, open this up, and you can see each one of those has 200 metal in it. And you can go ahead and you can light them and do whatever you need. Now, another thing that it does, if I open up the menu again, let's say, let's go ahead and set that back up. Metal ore bin and woodshed. Scroll down here. I could be searching this, but metal, and we'll just type in wood. Get that. And we'll go to the refining forge again. Okay, once you have this set up, let's type in our 200 here. Once you have this set up, you have these little numbers down here. These are your presets. So what you can do is once you have everything set up that you want to transfer as you want to transfer it, and have your numbers set and everything, you just come down here to whatever preset number you want it set to, and then you right click that number. So you can see it says preset saved up at the very top center. So now if I close that and I reopen it, if I click that number, it's going to preset it to what I had set, and you can just click transfer. So now we should have 400 of each resource in the refining forges. And that's pretty much it for this mod. So I hope you enjoyed what you saw. If you did, make sure you hit that like and subscribe buttons. Make sure you hit that notification bell as well. Just because you subscribe does not mean you're going to get a notification whenever I upload something. Also, I stream on Twitch every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern. And do check me out on Facebook. Make sure you give me a like there. Other than that, I will see y'all in the next one.